The Running Man is a remake of the 1987 film with the same title. This time it stars Glen Powell, who plays Ben Richard, and he signs up to be a part of the Running Man competition show to earn a bunch of cash to help save his sick daughter. It's directed by Edgar Wright, who has made plenty of fun action films before, and so him teaming up with Glen Powell seems like the perfect duo. While that may be the case, this movie lacks a lot of Wright's identity that a lot of his fans tend to love. Now, for what the film has to offer, I didn't have a bad time. The script is poking fun at certain societal issues, while also at other times trying to take itself very seriously. So the balance is a little bit of a challenge. You could tell when Wright gets to have a little bit of fun with the script. You could tell when he's putting some of his own ideas in the story. I don't think it works overall though. It tends to be broad on the ideas about class. Television and media can be bad. Rich CEOs suck. Does it go any deeper? No, not really, not at all. They'll even try to touch on ideas about marketing, product placement, but then there's plenty of product placement. Now, is that sort of a joke? I don't think so, unless I'm just missing the point of that, but I just thought it was weird that the film had tons of product placement when the movie is trying to make some form of satire about that. Part of me also not buying this entire thing has to do with Glen Powell, unfortunately. He's great at the action scenes, and there are some fun, charming moments that he gets to do, but overall, Ben Richards is an angry dude. Glen Powell just doesn't sell angry to me. They start the movie off with him being angry, and I think I would have just much rather see that maybe a bit more developed. Maybe with him not being super angry, and then they develop that a bit more, and then he's like, all right, now I'm really mad. And they kind of do that, but he's already angry, and then he's even angrier, so it's like, okay, there's not really much of a mood change. There's not much more of an emotional stake for me at that point. Now, he does get to have some fun. He gets to do disguises, some different voice acting. Hitman was the perfect movie for him, since some of that more lightheartedness tends to seep from that movie into this. It's moments like that where I'm like, yes, Glen Powell, great leading man, but he's a central character that just meets a bunch of different supporting characters throughout, and those supporting characters represent different parts of society. There's just enough to make them feel like characters, but not enough to feel attached to any of them. Powell will meet one character, and then we learn a little bit about this supporting character, and then there's an action set piece, and then we move on to the next scene. Now, that doesn't mean any of the performances are bad. Michael Cera is fun in this. Colman Domingo is great in this as well. He doesn't do a whole lot of interactions with Glen Powell, but Colman Domingo just knows how to steal the show. The last character Ben Richards meets is played by Emelia Jones, and that's where the plot really starts to lose me. It feels like something is missing. They have these candid conversations from the start. There's hardly anything to make me care for her. From there on out, the story feels very rushed, very clunky. There's a lot of, we can go in this direction, or we can make it go this direction. I wish it was just more precise. I was told it's similar to this in Stephen King's novel, so maybe it's just the story itself. I'm not sure, but I thought it was just a mess. The action sequences are good though. There's some creativity behind it, but I wish there was more, especially if this is an Edgar Wright film. That's what I admire so much about his work. Those action sequences in his previous films, or even just the humor, they just stand out on its own. They're unique from one another, whereas this just feels like he's being held back. The Running Man has some decent action sequences that can be fun, but the fact that it's Edgar Wright that's directing it, and I've seen more creativity from him, this just feels lackluster to me. It's commentary about society, about capitalism is shallow. Glen Powell gets to have some fun moments, but overall him as an angry character just doesn't work for me. I think there just needed to be a little bit more development in that, or maybe just a better balance of his anger and his lightheartedness. I would maybe recommend the movie though. I don't think it's bad. It's just a little underwhelming. It's trying to handle more than it can chew. The production is great, so I'll give it that. It doesn't feel like Edgar Wright is being lazy, so to say. So yeah, I don't know. This is just one of those movies where I just saw it in the theater, and then when I walked out, completely moved on. Didn't really think that much about it after. Go see this if you want to. This isn't a strong recommendation or anything. I would more so recommend just watch some some other Edgar Wright films prior to this. So yeah, right now I'll give The Running Man a 3 out of 5, but maybe I'll lower it later. I don't know. But right now, that's how I'm feeling. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this, especially if you made it this far. Did you see The Running Man? Are you skipping it? Would you rather just watch the Arnold Schwarzenegger one? Just let me know down below. Let me know what I should review next. Follow me on Letterboxd. The link is somewhere down below. And yeah, so make sure you exercise every day, drink your milk, and have a great day.